Okay, students, today you see we have already started solving. Solving means changing passive narration into direct passive narration into indirect passive narration. This is the passive narration class number 2. The first one has been done, the second two. You see, we have already discussed about the passage, theme of the passage, and the previously. We will try to understand here. At first, whenever you have guideline, in the guideline you have learned the first one. The first you minutely just read the passage, minutely, then carefully read the passage and try to understand. Try to find out the speaker and the listener of the passage and rearrange the passage. And just within your talent, you just how many sentences are joined in the semi speakers. Of the semi speakers, how many kinds of sentences? Assertive, imperative, operative, exclamatory. How many sentences are there in the passage with the semi speaker at the same time? And just join them with the rejoinders. Join the rejoinders and up to 1 to guidelines. In the guidelines you found 1 to 10 principles. 10 principles you just apply one after another, just keeping them in your brain here. Have you learned the name of Aesop? Asked the teacher. The speaker is the teacher. The student replied. Student is the listener. No, sir. You see, have you heard the name of Aesop? Asked this interrogative sentence. You have to judge what kind of sentences are there. And according to the rules of detached sentences of direct speech to indirect speech, you just apply all the rules here, all the principles, all the regulations here. No, sir. The student replied, here the speaker is the student, replied, no, sir. You see, you have found no. Negation symbol. The negation, negative symbol is no. Affirmative symbol is yes. No, how no is exchanged, you have found in the guidelines. Sir, how is sir is replaced in guidelines you have found. Who was he? Interrogative sentence. No, sir. Who was he? Negation and who. These two sentences you have to connect with rejoinder. Read the lesson minutely. Minutely means carefully, and then you will be able to know about him. There are 3 sentences you see. Read the lesson minutely. Imperative sentence, and then you will be able to know about him. Affirmative sentence. How nice and instructive is fables. The fables is very, very instructive. Excellent sentence. 3 sentences are joined together. We have to join them with the rejoinders and the rules of rejoinders and the principles of rejoinders, regulation of the rejoinders, conventions of rejoinders, and the guidelines of rejoinders and the order of rejoinders. And there are 10 guidelines you have been told. You just apply them. How nice and instructive is fables are, said the teacher. Thank you, sir. You have found also thank. This is the praising words. This is the praising words. The how will you change the praising words? It has been given on the guidelines. And sir, how sir will be displaced here? Sir, the first one is the sir you have already found is a no, sir. His sir. You just apply this knowledge here. Said the students, I must study on fables. Assertive sentence and operative sentence are joined together. We will try to change the direct dialogue form of passage into a direct one. Just follow minutely. Fast. 1. Have you heard the here speaker you have found here? The teacher. Have you heard the name? Interrogative sentence. What kind of interrogative sentence? Ordinary interrogatives, because the interrogative sentence starts with query sentence. It starts with question sentence starts with an auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verb, whenever auxiliary verb is used to make an interrogative sentence, these are called ordinary interrogatives. Ordinary interrogatives are ordinary interrogatives, normal interrogatives. Whenever you will use normal interrogatives, then you must use if or whether. If or whether. Where will you use here? Achha. Whether. I will say later. The teacher reporting verb asked will be replaced into asked. Asked is saying. Here asked is given. If the asked is not given, you have to change the asked. You will put asked or demanded of or inquired of or wanted to know from. The lot of verbs. Demanded of, wondered, anyone. So the people use, students in Bangladesh use generally asked because it is size is very small and spelling will be correct. Spelling is won't be mistaken. This way use asked. The teacher asked and the listener. Who is the listener? Who is the listener? The student. Now the student, the listener. The teacher asked the student. This is not a student, but this is student. Student. Follow the pronunciation. Student. Ordinary interrogatives. Ordinary interrogatives. For ordinary interrogatives, you will put if or when. If the subject have you. You know the interrogative sentence will be changed into assertive one. All interrogative sentences must be in assertive sentences. Exclamatory, imperative, exclamatory, not imperative, exclamatory, interrogative sentence, and sometimes in some cases, in case of the later imperative sentence will be changed into assertive one. Your interrogative is assertive one. Assertive sentence starts with the subject, and subject is you. You, which person is? What will be the person of you? You is in second person. The second person always indicates the object. Object is student. The student will be he. But you see, the teacher also indicates third person. The teacher is also in third person, and the student is also third person. Whenever two third person are in the same sentence, speaker and listener, then you have to work bracket work in parenthesis. You will put S for student. S stands for students. And S stands for means. If he, corresponding past tense, have will be had, but he has will be had, corresponding past. Accordingly past, according past, after past. Had heard, ACRD, he had heard the name of Ashok. Then the first sentence is gone. The student, you just apply the regulation. You just apply the regulation, an order and a convention to the other changing, in other changes of direct passage narration into indirect passage narration. You learn from one passage, you just apply the wisdom what you have learned to the another ones. This is called simulation. Whenever simulation will be accepted, everything will be clear to you. You can do well. See, the student replied. The student replied. Whenever the question sentence is given, in the next sentence, it will always be answer. It will always be answer or reply. He will, the second sentence, the speaker will answer the first question. Whenever he answer it, then reporting verb will always be and accurately reporting verb will be reply, mind it, or answered, or any synonymous words. The people in this, the students in Bangladesh generally use reply or answered. The student replied. You see, negation, word of negation. No. If you negation word find, if you find negation word, the reply in your principles you have found, guidelines and you have found, replied in the, your no will be replaced by in the negative. No will be replaced by the phrase in the negative or negatively. You may use phrase or words, anything you may use. Fully depends upon your talent, your skill. Replied in the negative. But here will you go? Sir. Sir is a symbol for respect. It's a respect. It's a word used for show respect, reverence, to honor. So the students replied in the negative respectfully. Or you may use the word here also. The student respectfully replied in the negative. The student respectfully replied in the negative, or the student replied in the negative respectfully. Anyone will do. There is no specific place of putting adverbs in any place. At the beginning of the sentence, at the end of the sentence, before the main verb, after the main verb, after the phrase, any place you can use accordingly. But which sounds well to hear, it should be used such way. Reply in the respectfully. Here no and sir has been removed. No and sir has been removed. No for reply in the negative, and sir is for respectfully. So no, you do not use. You do not now. You don't need to use no and sir again. No has been replaced by reply in the negative, and sir has been replaced by respectfully. In the negative, and just rejoinder, because you just rejoining the two sentences. One is negation with respect phrases, and another is interrogative sentence. And here you have used asked. Here you have already asked, and you here in interrogative sentence you here inquired of him. Him means teacher. In place of asked, you have put inquired. The same meaning. Use the same words and again. Then if you use the same word and again, the quality of the passage, the quality of the sentences, language development has been abolished. If the sentence has not been valued well, then your talent will not be counted well. So you must not put the same word again and again. Try your best to exchange the words in different way. If you can, and if you don't have another option, then use again same words. Inquired of him, same. Who was he? It's all interrogative. What kind of interrogative sentence is it? You see, WS interrogative. It's an open-ended question. WS is not an ordinary question. It's an open-ended question. In case of open-ended questions, you don't need to use if or whether. You just WS words. You just put without change, without changing, without any change of WS words. So you just put the WS interrogative words. Who? Make it assertive. Was he? He. Who is he? He is fable. He is Aesop. He is for Aesopode. He, and you see, was he? What sentence? What will be the tense? What will be the tense of the verb? Past indefinite tense. If you find past indefinite tense, the past indefinite tense will be changed into past perfect tense. That means if you find was and were will be changed into had been. Had been. Past perfect tense. Past indefinite, past perfect tense, the subject will be followed by had, and the past participle was is been, and such way had been. If you find was or were, you will generally put had been. He had been. Who he had been. Who means who Aesop had been. Read the lesson minutely, and then you will be able to know about him. One sentence, two sentences, how nice and instructive his fables are. 3 sentences, and by a semester said the teacher. Speaker is same, sentence is 3. Among 3 sentences are 3 types. three kinds. So they are needed. There will surely be needed rejoinders. You must bring rejoinders. Just mandatorily you must bring rejoinders. Without rejoinders, you three types of sentences you can never connect. You need connection. You see. So first the speaker said the teacher. Then the first one, you see, read the lesson minutely. Read, verb. The sentence starts with verb. They are called imperative sentences. And what is the read the lesson minutely? That means, okay, the teacher is the speaker. Read the lesson. It's an imperative sentence. How can you understand the imperative sentence? The imperative sentence starts with verb. And you say, read the lesson minutely. That means it's an advice. The teacher advised. Object. Who is the object? Listener. Advise the student. Advise the student. And the main verb will be followed by infinitive. Main verb will be infinitive. What is infinitive? 2 plus main verb. 2 plus principal verb. To read. Infinitive of read is to read. Infinitive of read is to read. To read the lesson. To read the lesson minutely. Do the lesson minutely. And here is conjunctions. There already the conjunction exists. Where conjunction exists, you don't need to bring any rejoinder. And then you, what will be the person of you? In which person you belong to here? In which person does you belong to here? The you is the second person. Second person it is always. Second person always indicates the listener. Here listener, the student. The student will be he. Then he, student, he will. Corresponding past. The corresponding past of will is would. He would be able to. He would be able to know about. Know about him. Him is the third person, and a third person won't be changed. First person's know about it would be able to know about him. You know about him. We have come from the downwards to upwards. You just follow from downwards to upwards. We have cleaned the whiteboard, and follow the upwards. Him would be know about him. You see how nice and instructive his fables are. The same speaker, the teacher. The teacher then you put then the teacher then further then also you may put also or further. Remainder you must as rejoinder. You must bring rejoinder. The teacher then also asked, inquired of, or asked. You may use. The teacher then also asked. Not sorry. I'm really sorry. How nice and instructive his fables. The exclamatory sentence. The exclamatory sentence, we have put the structure of interrogative sentence, not interrogative sentence. The teacher then exclaimed. Reporting verb will be reporting verb. Which one was the reporting verb? The reporting verb, the teacher minutely, and then you will be, the teacher said. He said is the reporting verb. The said will be again replaced by exclaimed in joy, or exclaimed delightfully, অথবা cried out in joy, or shouted in joy, or shouted with joy, or exclaimed with joy, অথবা exclaimed joyfully, or exclaimed delightfully. Anything, any expression, any phrase you use, just suited, just to be suited to its theme, its extract, and its senses. What sense fills the sentence? In such way, your reporting verb will be changed. Exclaimed in joy that you see, the subject is how nice and instructive his fables is the subject. In the exclamatory sentence, subject, his fables is the subject. That in the exclamatory sentence, subjects subjects are placed at the end of the sentences. His fables, and the subject will be assertive. Exclamatory sentence will be assertive. Subject will be followed by verb, main verb. Which one is the main verb? Main verb is are. Are will be corresponding past, the samely past, according to past. After the past, are will be where, because fables are plural, and a plural subject takes the plural verbs. Where, and what, how indicates the deepness, the depth of beauty. So that means it indicates the large amount of. For the large amount of the how will be replaced by very. Very nice and instructive. And the final thing, the teacher, thank you sir, said the student. I must say, there are two sentences you see, 1, 2, you need rejoinder. The student sir, humbly, you put respectfully, we just read humbly. Humbly is used for sir, to replace sir. Humbly, thank, we use the word thank as verb, main verb, reporting verb. The student humbly thanked. Additional words he is use. Humbly thanked his teacher. Additional phrase you have brought. Humbly thanked his teacher, and rejoinder, and also rejoinder to join the sentences. You bring rejoinder very consciously, by using your talent, and also say that I first person indicates subject. Which one is the subject? The student. So the student will be I is expressing the student. I pronoun the student noun. So corresponding participle speech will be he. He for student. He must. If must indicates obligation, responsibility, duty, then must will not be changed. And if somewhat in general sense must is used, must will be changed to had to. Must is changed to had to. It is used, the must is used here modal. The user there are modals. So must is used generally. These must will be changed into had to. He had to study on fables. Now, these are the this is the change. I elaborately, thoroughly, I have totally explained you how you will change the direct speech to indirect, direct passage narration into indirect passage narration. You just follow all the principles, all the conventions and regulations and order, all the directions and guidelines and rules. Very, very minutely, the 10 guidelines I have given, and just follow it very, very carefully. Then you practice one after another. Then you will be able to change the direct speech to indirect one. So your homework will be all about 2019 passage narration. All board 2019, Dhaka board, Kumilla board, Chittagong board, Rajshahi board, Borishal board, etc., etc. There are 8 boards, 9 boards, including Mymensingh, Mymensingh BASE. You just solve all the passage narration and submit it to me, the solved passage narration, in the next classes. Thank you. Well, keep safe. Stay at your home. Thank you. See you again.